We're almost a week into the official launch of Battlefield 1. I'm close to 50 hours total, rank 50 confirmed now, and settling in to finding out which of the weapons are my go-to. But you might have noticed the other day, DICE dropped an update for the game, and they changed quite a few things, some of which seem to be causing a bit of confusion among the community. I'm going to try and clear that up today, later on in the video, but first of all, let's look at the big news. Now, we know the French army in Battlefield 1 will be getting their own specific DLC, and that's rumoured to be the one coming in March 2017. But up until now, nothing has really been mentioned about the Russian Empire, another massive player in World War I, the largest army by numbers alone, and they fought hard against the Central Powers on the Eastern fronts. Many people thought it would be almost a formality that the Russians would be in Battlefield 1 from the start, but that wasn't to be. However, like the French, it's now been confirmed that DICE will be adding the Russians to Battlefield 1 in the form of another faction-specific DLC. The premium page on the Battlefield 1 website was recently updated to include the mention of the Russian Empire as one of the headline features of the premium pass. You can see that on the screen there for you now. This means, including the current 6 armies and empires in the base game, you've got the USA, the British, the Ottomans, the Austro-Hungarians, the Germans, and the Italian army. Battlefield 1 at some point will have 8 different nations in its multiplayer. That's quite a serious number. Remember back in Battlefield 4 when we only had 3? You had the US, the Russians, and the Chinese. Or if you go even further back in time, in Battlefield 3, there was only the US versus the Russians. And now we're going to have at least 8 in Battlefield 1. And of course, the door is open for even more to join the action. This Russian-themed DLC doesn't have any kind of a release date yet, and I'm not surprised there really, but considering Premium usually has a 12-month cycle alongside the Battlefield base game, and that starts in March 2017, I'm pretty confident that one DLC will launch every 3 months, taking us right around to March 2018, where the hype for the next Battlefield title will start, whatever that might be. There are 4 premium packs coming with Battlefield 1, the French will occupy one, and seemingly the Russians will occupy another, so there are still 2 DLC packs that we have no idea on the content yet. And don't forget, there will be plenty of free DLC dropping in between as well, and that starts with the new map Giant Shadow coming in December, just in time for Christmas. So it looks as if DICE really are trying to balance the paid DLC alongside the free DLC, just as they did with Star Wars Battlefront. Moving on now, it's time to talk about that update that dropped the other day. DICE released it, and it did fix a few of the bugs. It didn't solve everything, but it is nice to see that they're hot on the fixes so soon after launch. Now, I personally haven't come across anything game-breaking in Battlefield 1 yet. The launch itself has been very smooth, and I think DICE do deserve credit for that. I have had a couple of crashes of the game client. I'm not really sure what caused it, but it's mainly when I try and quit around, the game simply fades to black. It loads for a little bit, and then it crashes. It's only happened a couple of times in my 50 hours of game time so far. It's really nothing major, because it's at the end of the round. But what did DICE actually fix in that update? Well, the biggest change really, and I think most people have noticed this, is the change of the class ranks. DICE fixed a bug that displayed the wrong class rank, and now many people have noticed that their ranks have fallen down to lower numbers. This understandably will annoy some people, as they thought they were a higher level than what they really were, but DICE kindly haven't taken away any of the unlocks that you have gained through getting to those higher ranks. For example, I was Scout rank 14 until the patch was dropped, and I think I moved back down to level 9, but I kept the level 10 unlock, the Martini Henry. And this bug that got fixed also explained to me why I thought the class levels were just far too easy to rank up on. I'd already unlocked the Hellregal in the Assault class as well, and it just felt so easy to unlock things. That's because the wrong rank was being displayed, and it allowed me to unlock stuff that I shouldn't have got. It is nice though that DICE let us keep all the weapons and gadgets. It would have been really annoying to lose all that stuff after having put in the hours to really unlock them. So GG on that one, guys. At least we get to keep all of our cool stuff. DICE also fixed a few issues with certain dog tags refusing to unlock or be equipped. The Battlefield Insider tag that was given to anyone who signed up to the Battlefield Insider page during the build-up to Battlefield 1 should have gotten this tag. Some people reported that they hadn't, and DICE have implemented a fix. There were a few other issues with dog tags on the Xbox One as well. DICE have reportedly fixed those too, so if you were having any issues, go back and check now and see if they work for you. DICE are aware of a few other issues in the game that people have commented on. They're working on a solution to the "I can't shoot properly after I've been revived" bug. It doesn't have an official name, so I just made one up. Some people are experiencing that. You can ADS and click fire after you've been revived, but the fire is slightly delayed and it usually just ends up with you being killed. Because you can aim in, you're looking at someone, you're like trying to fire, and it doesn't work. So they are aware of that, and they're looking to work on a fix. They've also acknowledged that not having a quit button in the end of round screen is a bit of an annoyance to most people, and having one there would be helpful to a lot who didn't want to wait for the next map to load before they can leave that server. They've acknowledged the issue, but it's not as a simple fix as you might think it would be, so they're working on a solution there as well. Any bugs or issues you find are worth reporting on the forums. I would always encourage people to report bugs if they find them. Yes, I know they can be annoying and they kind of ruin the game experience if you've got one of those bugs, but there's a link in the description. You can go down to the forums and you can report anything there that you want to, and the developers are reading that all the time. That's where most of these fixes in Battlefield 1 are coming from at the moment. This may only have been a very small patch, but it did fix something rather vital with the class rank system, which I would argue is extremely integral to the multiplayer experience, and it's kind of disappointing that that bug was in there from the start. I now have two of the end-of-class weapons. I have the Hellriegel and the Martin E. Henry, and I got those because the class rank system allowed me to get them much earlier than I should have. I didn't really feel like I had to grind to get them, and that's the point of those weapons. I'm lucky enough that I haven't really played much medic or much support yet, so I can grind those classes to get the Selbstlader and the Halt machine gun, but at the end of the day, it is disappointing that I've unlocked those weapons so early and I can now just use them to my heart's content. I'm sure there will be plenty of weapons in the future though that will have some harder unlock criteria, and I'll be able to go ham at those objectives when I need to. So that's all the Battlefield 1 news wrapped up, but before I end today, Loot Crate have kindly sponsored this video. They've hooked me up with this gaming crate to unbox here on the channel, and they want me to tell you about their other crates as well. So if you didn't know, Loot Crate is a monthly subscription box. It's less than $20 a month, it's themed around a cool topic, and it's full of awesome stuff that they send right to your front door. I've been getting the crates for, I think, over a year now, and every month you get about 6 or 8 items. That could be licensed gear, it could be clothing, or it's even some unique collectibles that you won't find anywhere else. So if you're interested in signing up, go down into the description, click the link, that will take you to their sign up page and get yourself on board. You have until the 19th of the month to sign up to get that month's crate. And when you sign up through that link in the description, use code Westie and get yourself 10% off as well. You can thank me in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. You're now all up to date with Battlefield 1. Share this video with your friends, let them know what's happening in terms of the patch that dropped and the Russian DLC that's now been confirmed as part of the premium package. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as well. I'll be down there reading and replying to as many as I can. And just very quickly, a massive thank you to all the support on this channel throughout the build-up of Battlefield 1 and now beyond the release as well. I'm really enjoying myself with the channel at the moment, and it seems that you guys are really enjoying the video, so thank you very much for your continued support. But until next time, my name is Westie, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.